Good evening, and thank you for coming out tonight. We're going to start the City of New Franklin Council meeting. It is Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, and it is 6 p.m. Tonight, we are going to start out with a public hearing for the Campbell Oil Company, Inc., doing business as Bell Stores at 5655 Manchester Road. Mr. Gano, you have to take it from here.
Yes, actually, I'm going to introduce J.P. Phillips. And is this Jeff here? I think I've met Jeff yet. Jeff, I've met Jeff. And we got Jeannie here too from the engineering firm. So I think Jeff and Jeannie are engineering. But I'll turn it over to these folks and they'll do a presentation on the project that they brought forward.
Thanks, Barry. Again, my name is J.P. Phillips. I'm Director of Construction for Campbell Oil Company, Bell Stores. We're really excited after years, predates Mayor, we've been talking about this for 5-6 years now, to rebuild the old Nax Marathon into a new Bell store. I believe everyone should have a packet with equipment information, with site planning back in November. Had a lot of questions come up, but you can see from with the packet in front of you, what we're looking at is about a 5,400 square foot building, 5 dispensers, plus a kerosene dispenser, and a 2-bay automatic car wash. Standalone site, it'll be open 24/7, 364. We close Christmas Eve and reopen the day after Christmas at 6 a.m. Otherwise, open after hours, it'll be closed for open access for safety of the customer, safety of our employees. Door will be locked at midnight, reopens at 5 a.m. Or you have a pass-through door so people can come and go. And we reviewed everything with Barry and the rest of the zoning code. We believe we're in compliance. We entertain any questions or comments that the group may have.
So this is very similar to the one that's on Locust Street in Belleville?
Yes, sir. In concept, it would be. Locust Street, I didn't realize, it's almost 8 years old now. And that was our design at the time. You kind of see from some of the renderings, it's going to go with an all-brick building. So obviously, it'll just be the C-store, no restaurant will be attached to it. But yes, it'll be the same kind of operation. The advantages that we're calling it the Manchester Road Store, so excuse if you hear that term. The advantage that the Manchester Road Store will have is it'll have a full kitchen. So we'll have the pizza that's at Locust Street, but we'll also have a fryer. So we have hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches, side treats, snacks, mozzarella sticks, things like that. So not quite the full kitchen that some people have where it's almost restaurant food, but definitely increased from what's in the platform today.
Looks like a good-looking building.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, we're pretty excited. We've been excited to rebuild since we bought Nax. There's just about timing and the sewer line coming through, and I think we've kind of got that timed up now. But we went to this model about 4 or 5 years ago. It seems to be very effective. We believe it's a good look. There's some pictures we can share. I'll share with Barry what it looks like when it's done. But the all-brick building is kind of a timeless building. It kind of lasts, and it's a little better maintenance upkeep for us. It actually looks better, and it's easier to maintain and keep it clean and neat throughout the seasons this time of year.
When would you plan on starting construction?
If everything goes well, right now we're looking at footers in the middle of June and being open in October.
Okay. Are you able to leave your current location operational while this is going in?
We've been looking at that. The footprint of the new store would be behind the existing store, and then the car wash would be to the lot to the east. The issues there would be the sewer line, when we're able to access it, because where we'd be building would be on top of the septic field of the existing store. So there's some questions there. We do have our down from the time we dig footers until we open, we're down to 16 weeks. So it will be a period of time, but we've kind of got that locked in stone where we can get that done in 4 months. Good Lord willing, and no municipal or utility issues. We kind of got that down pretty well. But the goal in this case, when we rebuild an operating store, is to try to keep it open for at least a month, so we can get that down about 90 days. But again, the septic and the sewer line will be the biggest issues there. How we can time that up.
Have any, when's your demo on the house that you guys?
They have Eslish out of Louisville coming to take a look at it. We're not entirely sure when that's coming down, but I know it's on the schedule here at some point when the weather breaks.
I know you had some pretty diligent tree guys out the other day working in the coal.
Yeah.
Maybe using the existing tanks, or we got to put new infrastructure?
No, sir, it's all new. The tanks will come out, we'll put brand new ones in. We'd like to, when we update the site, we'd like to be 100%, so we have a new starting date for everything.
Any other questions? People have enough time to review the information?
I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm really pleased. Again, looking forward to this.
Mayor, did you have any comments?
Also excited, we're working on getting that sewer to and timing that up as well, too, obviously. Obviously would have loved to see the restaurant, but, you know, it's good we'll have hot food and things like that available. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
For the exclamation point on that.
On this, you're going to have three, basically entrances, exits.
Yes, sir, I believe that's the case. It's technically four, with the car wash option. The three is three, I apologize. We're talking to the lot or the stores, right?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, you said entrances, I didn't know the approaches. You're talking the approaches of the stores, or entrances.
To pull in to get gas.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so there would technically be four approaches coming in. Is that one right now? Yeah, the one that's closest to the intersection of Center and Manchester Road would be right in, right out.
Will there be a cement or something in
We'll have a
there too?
divider in there.
And so is there a second entrance from Manchester Road then?
Yeah, the,
Southwest corner?
Behind the building.
Will that be limited?
that should be full.
I'm sorry?
We're going for full approach on that one, sir.
Okay, so people could make a left turn on Manchester from that?
Correct.
Okay.
So the only one that's limited would be the one closest to the
Closer
street
to the
light on Manchester.
Everybody always seems to ask, so I'll just ask the question, the lighting, is down lighting, or it's not going to
It
affect
is.
the neighbors?
That came up during the site planning area back in November. I will say that the lot will be bright. We pour concrete instead of asphalt, but we do that for a reason. Easier to maintain, but it is brighter. But we do control our light. All of our perimeter lights have knuckles built into them so that we can tip them up. So if they are on the very edge of the property line, we can tip them up to a 30-degree angle so that we're casting on the lot and not out. I will be full disclosure, the site will be bright. That's our intention. We want anyone to be able to go night or day and feel comfortable going on and off the site. But we're not shining light on our neighbor's property, but we are going to illuminate the property.
The car wash will be accessible 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
I think it said in here it was closing at 9. 7
We did-
a.m.
oh, I'm
7
sorry.
a.m. to 9
Yes,
p.m.
we did have hours that were written into that. I apologize. That is correct.
So it is,
Yeah, restricted hours.
okay. And then, are all the fuel pumps facing Center Road?
Actually, they're perpendicular, so they're parallel with Manchester
Okay.
Road. So-
Right, okay,
Yeah,
but
so
they're
they're-
all on the,
Yeah, so you'll be
Center
facing
Road.
north and south when
Right.
you're on the dispenser, facing the store, facing Greenfront.
okay, so, my concern was the volume of some of the gas pumps we go to now is pretty loud. And if you have the building buffering, that, I guess the house closest to you would be the one, on Manchester Road.
Correct,
So
to the
the building
south of us.
buffering that noise.
And we worked in, that came up during zoning and site plan, and we worked into building a little bit of a mound on the backside and landscaping the perimeter. I'm not sure if we have a full set, so that we have a bit of a border back there to prevent sound, but that will be the backside of the store.
Okay,
And then on the exit side of the car wash is where the dryers are, so that's all going towards Center Road.
right. All right, and that shuts down at 9 PM.
Yes, I believe that's the hours we have. Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
What kind of landscaping are you thinking of for the south side?
Jack, you got it?
So there's on the south side, to the south of that parking, will be a couple foot berm with an array of shrubs and small, large bushes with a few trees. I guess for exact species. There'll be a handful of evergreen with some spruce and arborvitae. as well as some smaller shrubs, in the front, which I'd like to see some spirea, and then there'll be a few trees, kind of in the parking lot.
So it'll be overlapping, so you can't see.
Yeah,
through.
yeah, it'll be
Okay.
a short row of bushes in the front, and then there'll be the taller.
Evergreen.
evergreen behind. And that follows suit on the east side, to try to provide a buffer as well with the car wash.
Jim, the hours were on page 5.
How about diesel? Diesel?
Yes, so on the canopy itself, what we typically do is on the outside two dispensers, we'll have, we call it 3+2. So you get the 3 grades of gasoline, rec gas, and diesel. And then the inside 3 dispensers will have the 3 grades of gasoline plus the rec gas. We're figuring rec gas is very popular. It's taken off the last 10, 15 years, and so we're putting it in every site we can. And every dispenser, it pays off. You can fill your vehicle up, fill your lawnmower, boat, whatever you have.
Will the car wash have vacuums?
Yes, sir, those are, on your plan, they're showing between the store and the car wash, those are the little triangle.
Right, that's what I thought.
triangle arrows are.
Will those be shut off at 9 o'clock also, or will they be accessible?
We're gonna have to look at that, we haven't really talked about that because the hours of quiet were based on the car wash itself and the special conditions you had to have for that. We haven't talked about it, I guess we can look at it.
I don't know how loud they are, if they would be obnoxious.
I say that they're gonna be hidden between the 2 buildings, and I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure, not sure how we do that, to be honest with you, sort of, unless we literally just flip the breaker on. Car wash, we can have a program, so it won't
Sure.
be, but, yeah, we can look at that if that's a condition.
Did we put the power for the vacuums on a timer?
We try not to do that simply because we do photo cells versus timers, because again, we're working for 364 days a year, so there's nothing on a timer, so we try to avoid doing timers. All it takes is one power surge, and now the timer's off. Somebody shows up at 9 AM and there's no power there, so we try to avoid that, but if it's something we would like, we can definitely look into it. We'll figure it out, that's not a problem.
Again, I don't know how loud the vacuums are, if it's even an issue, and their placement seems to be buffered, so.
On your monument sign, will that just be the prices, or is it a video board, or is it just?
It's a static board, sir, so you'll
Okay.
have, well, a marathon, it's basically a 5-panel sign. Well, a marathon logo, also a logo below that, regular diesel price, and then there'll be a panel for car wash. Same with car
Okay.
wash. Nothing digital, but it's all static.
Gotcha.
Other than the price of the rolls themselves.
Other questions, comments? Questions or comments from the public? Or anybody sitting in the audience?
Are there conditions put on this?
Such as?
I don't know.
They have put conditions.
You
on
should
it.
have conditions from the planning commission.
Yes.
Should have that letter in there, or that report. Got that. Should have here.
If you don't, I've got them too.
Maybe the last page of the packet, which says commission action. Number 8 on the action minutes.
It might be this one here, but I'm not sure. I can-
Yeah. Yeah.
Conditions is just nothing. Okay, cool, I'm good.
Any public comments? Mr.
I'll
Daniels?
say one thing, Jack Daniels, 134 West Limits, I don't know if we need that for this part or not. For your timer, you know, they've got digital timers now and have for 10 years that you can program that will maintain their time, will adjust for daylight savings time and so on. So I'm not saying that I think the vacuums need to be shut off, but if you wanted to, that's a pretty easy thing.
Anything to add, Barry?
in favor of this project. In fact, JP and I, how long have we been working on this together? Probably 5, 6 years, what is it? So I thought, it's been a while since we've been talking. This is sewer is coming.
Yeah.
So, good project for the city.
So, as I understand it, council, our options are to recommend approval. You can recommend a denial. We can approve with specific conditions, or we can continue it to the next council meeting. What would you like to do?
I think approve, I'm in favor of it.
So I'd like to make a motion to go to approval.
I will make a motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plesky?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Arnold?
Yes.
Super.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to it. I think it's going to be a great initiative.
Thanks, guys.
We need. Okay.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0, and we'll conclude our public hearing at 6:16.
I think
We will move to our committee meetings. First committee tonight is the Finance Committee, Mr. Cutts.
Thank you. We will open a finance committee at 6:17, and we have one resolution, a 26R04, a resolution authorizing the transfer of funds from the general fund to the police district fund and declaring an emergency. You've all heard this story before. It's for $200,000. It's a common thing that we do. Any issues with questions or comments, wave the three. Our start, we will close the finance committee meeting at 6:17 and 30 seconds.
I'd say that might be the fastest Finance Committee that I've ever had. Moving on to the Laws and Ordinance Committee, Mr. Wolf.
We'll open the Laws and Ordinance Committee at 6:18. And we have a second reading, a third reading, and some pending legislation all within this meeting. The first ordinance we're going to take a look at is 26001, the ordinance to adopt a cybersecurity policy for the city of New Franklin and declaring an emergency. We had one company come in and who provided us some rates, and I know that some members asked for time, and are we good with any questions that I could answer? Probably not. But are there questions that maybe the mayor or anyone else?
I think this is more of a policy, not necessarily contractual service. Yes, it's just us adopting a policy with protocols to basically create a secure, cybersecure environment for the city to protect our infrastructure, records, data, and so on.
As I understand it, yeah.
I was gonna say, we're just wanting more time to look at it. I thought-
Yeah, it's directed by the auditor's office to give us further protections from cyber attacks and things.
And it's required as well, correct?
Yes. And Stephen Cook's been very diligent about going through this. He would have been here tonight. He had a baby. I went ahead and let him miss, I guess. But no, he's been very diligent. I was fortunate enough to sit through these meetings. A lot of it was above my head with my limited IT knowledge. He was asking a ton of questions. We met with ETC several times to go over it, and are pretty comfortable with them handling it for us going forward. And we were doing it based on the auditor's office asked us to do this, but didn't really give us the parameters or the guidelines to do it. So we just want to be ahead of the game a little bit there and make sure we were ready to go. So That's the auditor's office. I don't know if they,
Their guidelines are limited, but thankfully behind municipal, they put together a whole packet, and that's what we based that off of, using their information that they sent out to all the townships, cities, and villages in Ohio that are members.
Questions?
No.
You comfortable waiving the third reading? Yes, everybody? Okay. All right, we'll go to our second ordinance, which is a third reading of it. It's ordinance 25008, an ordinance enacting a code of ordinances for the city of New Franklin, revising, amending, restating, codifying, and compiling certain existing general ordinances of the political subdivision dealing with subjects embraced in such code of ordinances and declaring an emergency. So we've asked for time to put that on the website. I tried to review 180 pages of the amendments. Thank you, Katie, for publishing it. Citizen had asked to see it. Does everybody have any questions about this or need more time?
I think it looks very good on the website, and that we also have a link to our publisher that publishes all our codified ordinances now. So a great resource.
It's just bringing us up to speed with all the other communities around us. It's not creating new rules, it's just taking the ones that we already have on the books, organizing them in a fashion that can be searched online. And it also changes some of ours, instead of following the state statute, it takes those state statutes and makes them ours.
Yeah. What I'm really excited about is that here soon is that we'll be able to, instead of, let's just say it's short-term rental ordinance, is that instead of just passing an ordinance of the rules, I'll be able to put it in the codified section. So I'll say, I want to amend section 1247 of the New Franklin Revised Code, and then I can insert that section in there. So as you can see when you read it, there was reserved sections for stuff that we may want to put in the future, so that in the future, then when we do propose an ordinance, we can insert it into the code. Instead of just, going through this whole process over and over again, it makes it a lot more efficient. So that next day we can just change the code, insert a section, and the next morning you can just have a whole new PDF with like the one new line that's put into it.
It's also fair to mention too that although we're taking 3 reads on this, this has been in process for the last few years.
Oh, yes.
So this has been a long process.
and I've never been more thankful that you can put this on electronically instead of the giant that former Mayor Adams left in my office. So,
Yes. Control F the document now.
Yes.
Any other questions or concerns? On that? Okay, then we have one more.
Yeah, we have ordinance number 25004. We have asked to have our law director, Mr. Sherman, look at it. As of now, he's still looking at it. I feel pretty confident in the legality of it, as I'm not an attorney, and I do not want to give any legal advice ever, because I'm not an attorney, of course.
Yes.
And I'm confident that it is, but I think we'll wait. And I think the rest of the council will feel comfortable if we wait for his advice on that. Anybody can say anything they want about it still, of course.
Just add what Mr. Allman said, and I checked with Mr. Sugarman this morning, and he had given it a read, but wasn't quite ready to give us any suggestions or guidance on it just yet, so.
Perfect. We'll wait until we get the final word.
We can close the laws and ordinance committee at 6:24 p.m.
Conclude our committee meetings, and we'll call to order our council meeting. Join us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Don't miss that.
Mr. Cox?
Present.
Mr. Schaefer?
Present.
Mrs. Jones?
Present.
Mr. Powell?
Present.
Mr. Plesky?
Present.
Mr. Wolf?
Present.
Mr. Almond?
Present.
And we have a motion for approval of the minutes of the organizational meeting for January 7th of 2026.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
I'm sorry, who was the second?
General.
Thank you. Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plesky?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Can we have a motion for approval of the minutes for the regularly scheduled meeting of January 7th of 2026?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes?
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Those both pass 7-0. Can we have approval for the financials for December of 2025, subject to audit?
Make the approval.
Motion.
The motion for the approval.
Second.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes. This is a time for public comment. Please keep your comments addressed to council in under 4 minutes. Any comments? Mr. Daniels? Nothing?
We're on recess.
I'm gonna say no.
All right, seeing none, we'll move on to our first reading. Resolution number 26R-04.
A resolution authorizing the transfer of funds from the general fund to the police district fund and declaring an emergency.
This resolution is assigned to the Finance Committee. We move to waive the 3 readings on Resolution 26R-04.
Second.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
We move to adopt Resolution 26R-04.
Second. Sorry.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Resolution 26R-04 passes 7-0. Ordinance number 26O-01.
An ordinance to adopt a cybersecurity policy for the city of New Franklin and declaring an emergency.
This ordinance was brought before the Laws and Ordinance Committee. We asked to waive the 3rd reading.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
We move to adopt the ordinance 26001.
Second.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Ordinance 26O-01. Moving on to ordinance number 25O-08.
An ordinance enacting a code of ordinances for the city of New Franklin, revising, amending, restating, codifying, and compiling certain existing general ordinances of the political subdivision dealing with subjects embraced in such code of ordinances and declaring an emergency.
This was brought in front of the Laws and Ordinance Committee. We move to adopt 25008.
Second.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes. That passes 7-0, and that was ordinance 25-0-08. Moving on to ordinance 25-0-04.
An ordinance providing for the regulation of short-term rental operations.
This ordinance was assigned to the Laws and Ordinance Committee. We'll ask for time.
Time is requested, time is granted. And now we will move on to what we have yet to name as our mayor's report.
Come on. It's insulting to send our favorite report anymore now on
We
this.
gotta come up with good names for it.
I've earned it, I guess. Thank you, Mr. Schaefer. Again, continue to work with our department heads and staff to get brought up to speed on our processes, procedures, getting out, meeting more and more of our team members every day, listening to them, hearing them out, telling them my expectations, and hearing their concerns and things of that nature. I feel like we're off to a good start. As you may or may not have noticed, we're starting to paint this side of City Hall. It's not been painted since opening, 2004. I took it out to bid between a few local companies, and the company that won started this week, and should be about 2 weeks to complete it. Tuesday night, we had our meeting with participating community members to discuss our water line extension. We actually had really good participation for a very cold night last night. OHM presented the route, the different phases, and discussed the EPA grant application on behalf of Aqua. Unfortunately, we do not have cost estimates at this time, but have asked residents and businesses to let us know what the gauge of interest is in pursuing this. I began meeting with our 12 public water systems, which are the most urgent, including the schools, on seeing their level of interest for getting positive responses so far on that. Like everyone else, including me, we do want to know the cost, but they are interested in looking at it. Since our last meeting, I did meet with BP about hooking up the homes in the remediation area. Like everyone else, they are also interested in the cost, but are definitely interested in exploring hooking up those homes. For them, it'll help them get out of the real estate business in New Franklin if the numbers work out. Currently, they spend over $200,000 a year in just maintaining the homes, and many more millions in cleaning up the area as directed by the EPA. I'm headed to Columbus actually a couple of times in the next several weeks to hopefully lobby the EPA for our need of the funding of the project. Working on meeting with our senators, congress members, representatives to hopefully secure those letters of support that will go a long way in this application process. I would encourage any and all of you to write, call, lobby our area representatives to help secure the funding. I think this, they say the squeaky wheel gets the most attention, right? I'm not sure of the saying there, but I figure the more we voice our concern and do that, hopefully the more attention they pay to us. I'm all about persistence, and I hope to continue to do that. I'm the new guy. I can go down there, hey, you're in the wrong office, well, that's okay, I'm going to try anyway. Things like that. And Mr. Daniels has offered to help me navigate some of that, which I certainly appreciate. OHM estimates the project will cost around $9 million to complete both phases of the water line. We're seeking 50% principal forgiveness, with Aqua picking up the other 50%. If this grant is approved, construction would be completed in 1.5 to 2 years, we learned last night. At the beginning of February, Lockhart will begin the State Route 93 sewer extension project. This will be completed over the summer, and Mr. Kepler and I wrote with ODOT before I got in here and kind of looked at the route. They've agreed to begin repaving once that is in. It'll save us from having to do it twice in the next few years. So they have graciously agreed to move that repaving project up. The bid for resurfacing will go out in mid-February for that piece. Katie Smith, our communications manager, sent out our inaugural brand new Franklin News publication. Thank you, Katie. This newsletter is meant to help keep our residents informed of any and all upcoming events, meetings, and news going on from City Hall. At this time, we're thinking about sending out each month just to kind of remind people, keep everybody as engaged as possible. And I want to thank Katie for making my chicken scratch easy to read and easy to find. So I appreciate that. We welcome any and all feedback to continue to improve our communication with our residents. That's what we're looking to do as much as possible. The better informed we all are, the more we hope to keep everyone engaged in supporting what we're trying to do and the momentum we're building for New Franklin. Just want to give council a heads up. The moratoriums on our dollar stores and storage units is up in March. Something to think about, just to put it out there. Want to make you aware of it. whether or not you want to extend it or not, we would probably look to do that next month. So just wanted to put that on your radar. And that is all I have, Mr. Schaefer. Thank you.
Thank you. Finance report, please.
Not a big difference here, obviously, because we're still counting down to the end of this month for all our reports. But our checklist is getting very heavy with checks, so we're getting down to why we have like a week and a half to finish up all our deadlines. So we've been working hard. So after that, if you want to get a hold of us for anything or sit down and go over reports, we'd be happy to help anybody. We've just, as you know, been really busy with that, and besides the other things like the normal payrolls, which this week is a payroll. But we will be freed up at least, as much as we possibly can in the year to help anybody. Obviously, always we talk to tell the residents if you have any problems with Rita, or you've gotten a letter that says you owe penalty or interest, and please let me know, call us. I'll tell you exactly what I need in order to help you out. And I usually have everybody email it to me so that I can email them back after I talk to Rita. But as always, we're customer service. Come and see us. We will help you however we can, or at least try and direct you where you need to go to get what you need. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Now we'll move on to old business.
I got a couple things here. Once I just want to comment, the newsletter is real nice. I thought that was very informative. It's long overdue. Thanks.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
was very appreciated. Another thing is to reflect back to Jim and Judy. You guys went for the water grant the first time with the EPA. Did you guys do a resolution from council supporting that? I don't know if that would help as far as other supportive documentation from other elected officials and stuff. That support doing a resolution as us as a whole body to support that initiative.
I think that would really be advised. Would you too, Jim?
Absolutely. I don't know if we did that before or not. I'd have to look.
I think it's really a good idea,
Yeah.
Jim. Do you
You
agree?
guys be open to doing that?
Absolutely.
I would.
Would that come from us, or if the mayor drafts it?
I think
Which
it
would
should
be
come
better.
from council.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
To
that
show
would
council
probably be
support.
good.
Definitely appreciate that. I think the more documentation we can send in, the better.
I think so too.
And write
Good
something
idea.
up if you want to send it to Chris, because we usually format it so it matches all the other formats, and then send it on to Kelly. So if you'd like to do that, we're happy to help with that too.
You want me to take the lead on that and get something put together, or somebody?
Sounds good. Thank you, this guy. You're right. That was a first and a second.
I just assumed that. Yeah, I'll get that to you before the next meeting.
That's a great idea.
Appreciate it, Mr. Powell. Any other old business?
I believe Judy Williams is with us tonight, and she had indicated that we are going to do our farmer's market on July 9th. Am I correct, Judy? It's the second Thursday in July. And we will have popcorn. I just waved it to that.
Location?
We're going to do the location. We're going to have a surprise, I think, Barry.
Okay.
That's just a hint.
We're working on that right now.
Who likes it?
I dropped the surprise on someone last night, so.
I think it'll be fun. I think it's going to be enjoyable. But I'm really having a hard time. I can't keep it secret. You all know that. But I'm going to try this time.
Just so you know, Judy, I think yesterday was National Popcorn Day.
Oh, I didn't know that, and I didn't even make popcorn. I should have brought it tonight. But next time, call me soon.
Okay.
All right. And I will bring. I could bring it tonight.
Another thing to kind of piggyback on different locations.
Yeah.
A few years back, we had the traveling council show, if you want,
Mhm.
if they call it that. Would you guys be interested in doing something like that again? I know the
Yes,
fire
I
department-
would.
The fire department was a real big hit.
I think it was.
Uh,
What do you think, Jim? You loved it.
I would love to be at the Tudor House again and have a speedboat out there. But it's a glass house now, so.
Wasn't that funny? It was funny.
Well, I think that'd be great. Like I said, we did at the fire station, over there, which would be great. But we also have a pavilion at Grill Park.
We could do it there too.
You could do something there.
Would it be possible to maybe do it at the visitor center as well?
That would be great.
I don't know what their meeting space, I haven't seen their meeting space to know, but.
But all of those would be.
Right on the beach.
Maybe not right.
Over the next year, we can kind of work out some details and come up with stuff.
But I think that would
Being new, you mean holding the meetings in different spots like
Yes.
that? Oh, yeah.
We did that once before, and it was such fun.
Yeah, we did one at the fire station number 2. We also did one over at the Tudor House, and it was nice. It just got anybody that shows up to see other entity.
Yeah,
stuff
absolutely.
And we did it during warm weather.
Rick was driving a speedboat and then that's something.
And you just kept going around and around. Everybody would try to speak.
I do remember that now. I was at the one that's.
It was so
Very loud, yeah.
I think that was probably the most fun we had at a meeting, quite honestly. You had to laugh, but you couldn't do anything else.
Location. But yeah, we should be, 2026, of course, we can do that.
Those are great ideas.
Moving on to new business then?
I have something, you may have noticed on the news tonight or over this past weekend, there are many communities in Northeast Ohio that are struggling with salt because of the winter that we've had. 2 years ago, Mr. Kepler encouraged us to approve building a second salt barn down at the service center. We've gone through some salt this year, but we're also in really good shape because we had the storage facilities. We have more salt coming in that's been already ordered. But as we stand right now with our levels of salt, mostly because of that second building, we're in pretty good shape. So no worries there. Of course, this weekend could just wipe that all out. But as of today, we're looking good. So thank you, Mr. Kepler, for getting us to do that. And it really paid off. It's paying off right now because there's other communities, even communities in the snow belt where you would think they would be overloaded with salt. They're like, and salt's not coming to them. So it's we're in a good situation. Just thought I'd share that.
And Jim, I'm going to tell you, I come down, usually every morning the same way, I come down Minnesota Hill is what I call it. I'm so thankful, Brian, every time I come down, because that can be treacherous in the ice. Your guys do such a good job, honestly.
Yeah.
It's always clear for me.
And on a note to that, we are supposed to have somewhere between 0 and 100 inches between Sunday and Monday. It's going to be cold, and the salt doesn't work after a certain temperature. So there is going to be some snow on the road.
Yeah.
So plan ahead. And leave Mr. Kepler alone.
Ready
He can only do so much.
So I shouldn't call him at the last minute and say, hey?
No.
Okay.
Just let him do his thing.
Okay.
Any other new business? Seeing none, this is the time for public questions on issues raised at tonight's meeting. Any comments?
I'll jump in. So a couple things. The new mayor has already reached out to my office about coming to Columbus, like he was talking about, to work on doing some lobbying, picking up where Mayor Adamson left off. Mayor Adamson did a real good job of communicating the needs of the city to the state and to the feds. As far as the letters, the answer to should someone write a letter is yes to everything. And as far as how my office works, as I've learned, we get piles and piles and piles of auto-generated emails from every interest group on the planet. They all go to one folder. I can't throw them away, but they all go to one folder and they never get read. However, one starts with Representative Daniels and it's got somebody's personal, even 5 words, 10 words. Those get processed, they get read. And I'm sure my office is the same as Amelia Sykes' office, Senator Casey Weinstein's office. It's the same thing. We ignore all those mass things that we get constantly, but a real email that's written means a lot. So we're going to have the mayor down there and see how Columbus works within the next month or so. And I know we had some council members in Columbus last year. The invite is still open for you guys to come down and tour the Capitol and see what's happening. So, and I'm always available. Most of you guys have my cell phone number. If you don't, I can get it to you. So, thank you.
Just to add, Senator Weinstein will be in here next Thursday
No, good.
to listen to my spiel, so.
Good.
Any other public comments? Seeing none, do we have a reason for an executive session?
Yes, sir.
Would somebody make a motion for an adjournment?
I'd like to make a motion.
Just want to say that these meetings are not always going to be this short. I'm sure we're gonna
You're
see
setting the
stuff.
standard there, fella. 7:45, we're out of here.
Second.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Trusty?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Okay, our next meeting is February 4th, 2026 at 6 p.m. right here.